Sasa Ruto yuko, tutaona nani ataondoka, mimi nitakuwa pale pale.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a video clip of one Bob Agre James Orengo speaking today after a very long 2 weeks that he has been criticized, called out, and attacked by Raila Odinga's supporters and also William Ruto supporters. But James Orengo says that it doesn't matter what they say. Mzee Jomo Kenyatta came, but he left me still in power. Daniel Moi took over power for 24 years. He still left James Orengo working and serving the people of the Republic of Kenya. There came Mwai Kibaki, the same thing. There came Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the same thing. And Orengo asks you, William Ruto is here. It's just a matter of time before we see between me and William Ruto who will go and leave the rest here. Hayo ndiyo maneno kutokea kwa James Orengo. Now, these are clear sentiment that James Orengo is not a man that is going to withdraw his sentiments, and he is not going to be cowed from calling out the government into action when need be. On Friday, one Honorable Raila Odinga spoke on matters regarding James Orengo, and he said that we live in a democratic country, a country that everybody has the right to express themselves. And he said that ODM signing the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding between them and Raila and William Ruto, did not put super glue on the mouth of ODM leaders that they cannot tell the government when things are wrong and when things are not going fine. So Raila Odinga clearly indicated that, you know what, whatever James Orengo says, he has my go-ahead. Whatever Edwin Sifuna says, he has my go-ahead. Whatever Anyang' Nyong'o says, they have my support. And that is why currently we have all been debating on the possibility of the collapsing of the MOU between President William Ruto and Raila Odinga. And hearing how James Orengo is speaking and the confidence that the guy has displayed after days of being attacked, criticized, and his name being dragged all through social media because of taking a stand on matters public interest and on matters the lives of Kenyans that are suffering under the current economic regime of President William Ruto, he is now back at it again, saying, I am not going to be cowed, I am not going to be intimidated by nobody. Now, one Honorable Raila Odinga is a very strategic man. And allow me to tell you this. If history is to repeat itself, Raila Odinga is going to walk out of the MOU. He is going to betray President William Ruto. And he will walk out with over a half of William Ruto's government ahead of the year 2027. And when he walks out, he will front a candidate for the presidential seat come the year 2027. And I dare say that that candidate has the possibility of dethroning President William Ruto and taking over power. Because I shall remind you that in the year 2002, Raila Odinga was with Moi. But behind the scenes, Moi happened to pick a candidate, a presidential candidate for the KANU party. That angered Raila Odinga. Raila was expecting to be the one that will be given the mantle to vie for the presidency under the KANU ticket. But Moi didn't do that. He went on to pick Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, because while he entered into the memoranda with Moi, and when they had an handshake with Moi, he started organizing himself within Moi's government. So Raila had a lot of supporters within Moi's government. When he came out of that MOU, or he came out of that handshake with Moi, he walked out with a battalion that went ahead to support Mwai Kibaki to becoming the president of the Republic of Kenya in the year 2002. Let's go back, let's head to the year 2007. Before the year 2007, in 2005, Raila Amolo Odinga, while still working with Kibaki, they fell out. And Raila started forming a coalition within Kibaki's government that went ahead to challenge Mwai Kibaki in the year 2007. Remember the Pentagon. The Pentagon consisted of leaders within Kibaki's government that came from different parts of the country. Akina Najib Balala from Mombasa, we had Akina Joe Nyaga from Mount Kenya East, we had people from the Mount Kenya West, we had leaders from Mulembe Nation. Are we together? And we had Raila Amolo Odinga. We had leaders from the northeastern part of Kenya. They came together to form the Pentagon. And the goal of the Pentagon was to dethrone Mzee Mwai Kibaki in 2007. If there is an election that we know, whatever miracle they might put in us, whatever they might tell us, the election that we know Raila won without any contradiction is the election of the year 2007. And that is why a lot of people fought for him, believing that Raila Amolo Odinga deserved that win. So Raila is a man that is known, when you enter into an agreement with him on your first term, he comes out of that agreement and beats you in your own game. Though he didn't beat Mwai Kibaki, they went ahead to agree on a coalition government for the second term of Mwai Kibaki, where Raila Amolo Odinga became the prime minister under the mediation of Kofi Annan. The other elections, when we came in the year 2013, Raila Amolo Odinga vied but didn't win. He was defeated by Uhuru Kenyatta. And when Uhuru Kenyatta lost to Raila Amolo Odinga in 2013, they went to 2017. There, Raila Amolo Odinga, David Maraga declared that there was malpractices in the 2017 general election, and the elections were meant to be repeated, but Raila Amolo Odinga cowed from going ahead to campaign again. That is why he lost, and he went ahead to be sworn as the people's president in Uhuru Park by none other than Miguna. Kumbuka hicho kisanga. But after that, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta knew that he was on his last term, called Raila Amolo Odinga to the negotiation table. They had a discussion, and that handshake came up with Raila serving with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta from 2018 to 2022. Now, this is what I'm telling you. Raila Amolo Odinga is always the man with a plan. Currently, he entered into government of President William Ruto 2 years into it, and he cannot continue singing praises to this government. Hata yeye akisifu hii serikali, he must have foot soldiers that are opposing this government directly. And that is why when he spoke yesterday in Kericho, Raila said that President William Ruto is an enemy to devolution, that President William Ruto should allow the county governments to do their constitutional work, the work mandated to them by the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. And this is the same conversation that Anyang' Nyong'o has been spearheading. It's the same conversation that Edwin Sifuna has been spearheading. Same to Agre Bob James Orengo. That is the same conversation. So this tells you that Raila Amolo Odinga will walk out on William Ruto, and it will be catastrophic for William Ruto. For now, that's what's up. I would really love to hear your comments in regards to this. Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video.